Did you know the average American in their 60s has less than $200,000 saved for retirement? So when someone says, I've got $1 million saved, I should be fine, right? The truth is that million doesn't stretch the way it used to. Let's talk about retiring at 60 with $1 million, what it actually looks like, and whether it's truly enough for you. Hi everyone, I'm Kaitlyn Sester, co-founder of The Retirement Co. I spend a lot of time helping couples, especially women, make sense of what retirement really takes. And one of the most common questions I hear is, if I have $1 million saved, can I retire at 60? It's such a fair question because for so many of us, that number, 1 million, has always symbolized financial freedom. But what does it really mean in today's world? With inflation, healthcare costs, people living well into their 90s, today we're going to break that down in plain English. No jargon, no fear tactics, just real math, real life, and practical ways to make sure your money lasts as long as you need it to. Let's start with big picture, because the world has changed. When many of our parents retired, they often had pensions, lower housing costs, and a shorter life expectancy. Today, it's on you, your savings, your Social Security, and your strategy. Here are some challenges you face when retiring at 60 with $1 million. We're going to talk about longevity. If you retire at 60, there's a good chance you'll live another 25 to 30 years. That's a third of your life spent in retirement. So that $1 million might need to stretch across 3 decades of living expenses. Then we've got inflation. Even with inflation slowing a bit, the cost of living has jumped dramatically. The price of groceries, travel, property taxes, it all adds up. What cost $5,000 a month ago today could cost nearly $8,000 or more later in life. Let's talk about healthcare. One of the biggest hidden expenses is healthcare, especially before Medicare kicks in at 65. Private coverage can cost $1,200 to $1,500 per month per couple, and that's for prescriptions, dental, and long-term care. Let's talk about taxes. Depending on where your money sits, 401k, IRA, a brokerage, Uncle Sam may still get his share. So that million might really be closer to $750,000 after taxes. And here's the biggest challenge. Many people don't know how much they can safely withdraw each year without running out of money. That's where strategy, not just savings, becomes everything. So let's unpack what really determines whether $1 million is enough. Number 1, let's talk about our lifestyle choices. Do you plan to travel? Do you want to spend most of your time close to home with your family, with your grandkids? A couple living modestly in Kansas might only spend $4,000 to $5,000 per month, while someone in Maryland or California could need double that just to cover the basics. So where you live matters. Your lifestyle expectations drive your retirement budget far more than your savings balance. Number 2, your withdrawal strategy matters. If you have heard of the 4% rule, it suggests withdrawing 4% of your savings each year, about $40,000 from a $1 million portfolio. That's a good starting point, but it doesn't fit everyone. Some years the market drops or unexpected expenses come up. That's why I help families build what we call income layers, Social Security, annuities, and investments that pay consistent income. So you're not relying solely on the stock market. Number 3, Social Security timing. If you retire at 60, you can't claim Social Security until age 62. And every year you wait increases your benefit. So bridging the gap between 60 and 67 often means drawing from savings or other income sources. The timing of those withdrawals matter more than people realize. Number 4, let's talk about healthcare planning. Between ages 60 and 65, you're not eligible for Medicare. So whether you go with COBRA, an ACA plan, or private insurance, that is a significant chunk of your monthly expenses. Having a strategy to cover healthcare early can make a huge difference in whether your retirement plan holds up. 5, we want an investment mix. Many people shift too conservative too early. You want safety, but you also need growth to keep up with inflation. That might mean a mix of income, producing assets, fixed annuities for security, and moderate market exposure for long-term growth. 6, we're going to talk about budgeting and purpose. Finally, it's not just about money, it's about what your days look like. Some retirees find themselves spending more than expected simply because they're bored. We want to have structure in our days. We want to do volunteering, part-time work, maybe a passion project. Not only gives life more meaning, but it can also help your finances go further. So, can you retire at 60 with $1 million? The short answer is yes, but it depends on how you use it. Let's look at a simple example. Say you retire at 60 with $1 million. You withdraw $50,000 per year to live comfortably. You earn a modest 5% return, and inflation averages about 3%. After 25 years, at age 85, you'd still have roughly $500,000 left if you stick to the plan. But if you spend $70,000 per year and your returns average closer to that 3%, the same money could be gone by your early 80s. That's why smart retirees focus on creating guaranteed income streams, so they're not constantly worrying about the market. Annuities, pensions, and the Social Security can form the foundation, while investments provide that flexibility. I have worked with a couple recently. They saved just over $1.1 million, and they were a little nervous about retiring, but once they layered in their income resources and adjusted their spending, they realized they could absolutely retire at 60 without fear. It's not just the number, it's the plan behind the number. So here's the key takeaway. Retiring at 60 with $1 million is possible, but it takes a strategy, no guesswork. You need to understand your spending. Let's get clear about our expenses. We need to layer your income sources. We need to have a plan for healthcare and inflation. And we need to keep revisiting our plan every few years to make sure that we're on track and that we're thinking things through. The people who succeed in retirement aren't the ones with the biggest balances. They're the ones with the most clarity about where their money goes and what their life looks like. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you think $1 million is enough to retire at 60? Share your perspective in the comments below. And if you want to go a little deeper, watch my next video, how to create reliable income in retirement without fear of running out. Because saving is one thing, spending it wisely is another.